it's Lisa. Today's prompt for load has to do with using different fonts. And of course there's gobs of ways in scrapbooking that we can use fonts. We have all kinds of resources. I've got a drawer full of stickers, just got in a bunch of new October afternoon stickers yesterday. I have my silhouette. I could use the computer to create different fonts. So since we're just doing fonts and I'm not really going to worry about our book theme today, I started going through my photos, and one of the photos I came across was this one. And I already had this little frame laying with it because I've been planning to use this together for ages and have just never scrapped it. It's a photo of us taken back during the summer, and I want to use it as sort of the cover page or title page for the 2014 album. This frame, I think, is Prima. I came in a pack with a bunch of other different frames that didn't all have words on them, but we're going to use the Make Memories here. And I was looking for papers, and one of the things I had noted that I wanted to use in particular in February was this paper pad from My Mind's Eye. I think I've only used it on one other layout. And I started flipping through it, and it was perfect because it has in it a map and globe, and that's how we make a lot of memories, is through traveling as well as every day. It has these little balloons, and that always evokes a story from our past of an adventure we had, hot air ballooning. And here's one that says Life is a Daring Adventure. So there's some more fonts that I can work into my page. So lots of great papers here that I can pull out and use. In fact, I may as well go ahead and just start pulling some pages. I don't have a particular idea for an arrangement other than I think I want this in the lower right hand corner, and I want to kind of build up. I may do some misting or stenciling on the background. We're just going to kind of see as we go and let this page sort of evolve.
This particular page is not going to have any journaling on it. It's unusual for me to do a page that doesn't have any journaling, and especially this week as everything has had lengthy text. But this time we're just going to do a lot with the titles and some extra little words. Trying to get a good arrangement here for the papers and see if I need another paper. I'm not sure that I do at this point. So I'm looking for a few other embellishments that I might want to use. And I went and pulled out some fonts for the rest of the title. I need the number, or the year rather. I need to get 2014 on there, and down at the bottom where it talks about life being a daring adventure, I want it to say with you. So I'll need to put you there, and then I'll have to get with probably some of my small letters. I also have this stamp set, and I won this as blog candy, and I have never used it, and I've been wanting to use it on a scrapbook page. And it has a lot of really good words that kind of go along with this whole theme. Now I feel like I need one more sheet of paper down here, either one side or the other of that yellow paper, I think. Surprisingly, that wide stripe really looks good there, so I think I'm going to go with that. Now I need to figure out the background, and I'm considering either leaving it on a white background or trying a blue background. This is Marina Mist cardstock from Stampin' Up! And as soon as I put it on that, I liked it. It just makes all the colors pop and really warms the page up. Now, one of these stamps is Every Little Moment, and I thought it would be fun to stamp it going down the paper. Now, being a wood-mounted stamp, it's going to be a little more aggravating to do. I probably should have immediately gone to my Stamp-A-Majig, but I thought I'd try it manually, and it's mounted just a tad crooked, and that happens to me every time I mount stamps, so I usually sort of have to try to make an adjustment, but also you don't know how far up or down to place it, so I finally just gave up and had to use my Stamp-A-Majig. And the yellow didn't show up very well on the transparency there, but once what I did was just take a dark color, like a blue color here, and stamp the word on the transparency that goes with the Stamp-A-Majig. This came from Stampin' Up!, but you can buy, I've seen these same things at Hobby Lobby. Now I have a word showing up that I can use on this transparency to place my words on my stripe. And as I say, it looks like it's a lot of steps. If I'd done this to begin with, it wouldn't have been nearly so much work. But you put the transparency in the corner where the little stamp-a-majig is, get it lined up properly, then just move it out of the way and stamp your image, and it works right every time. Now I'm going to zoom in here a little bit, and this one is the one that I stamped that I went a little too far to the left, and it's not in a perfect row with all the rest of them. But that's okay, we can fix it. So we're going to fix that with an arrow. We're going to put a little arrow beside of it like it was meant to be that way. Now I need to glue my arrow down, and I also want to go ahead and glue my frame on my photo. I could color in the camera on this frame, and I thought about that for about 2 seconds and decided not to, because if I color it in and I don't like it, it's done. So I decided just to leave it natural. I don't want a lot of distressing. I'm using a little bit of gray ink around the edges of the papers. And I'm going to start getting some things glued on here. Try to get this as straight as I can. And I got some glue on my paper, but that's okay. That area will get covered up in a moment. I love these colors. This yellow, orange, and blue are some of my favorite colors to work with. They're not colors we wear or have in our home, so they're very seldom colors that are in my photos. But if I can sneak them in on a page, and I can on this one, then I like working with them. Now I'm going to need one more piece of paper to kind of fill in a gap. And I thought it would be that orange. I wasn't really noticing how close it is to that wood grain. What worked the best though was this multicolored little triangle paper that really just pulled all the colors together. So I'm just going to glue some of these things down and get the width in there. These are typewriter key sticky keys from October Afternoon. I just got in a shipment of these from Peachy Cheap, and they had these and some of the regular mini markets. A Cherry on Top was also running a special on October Afternoon. I don't know that that's still going on, but I love my mini markets. All kinds of, you get so many letters in a pack, they go forever. All right, we have a piece of flair up there about happiness, and that seems to really apply, but it's a little lonely. It needs something to go with it. And I found a sticker with some orange, because I thought I needed some more orange up there, but it's still, there's this large white area, and I still need to fill that with something. And I've been through my stickers. I think I'm going to try some trim. And I'm fishing around here trying a few things. I like the Rick Rack. It's too small. That's too dark. And this one is just right. I don't know where this trim came from. It's very old, and that's all I have left of it. Just a little larger Rick Rack. I think it came from Hobby Lobby. Now, I thought it might be nice to add some little enamel dots, because I have a lot of them and I haven't used them. And I went through, and the one color I really needed was orange, and that was the one color I didn't have. So sometimes if I want something like that and I don't have that color, what I do is go to my thickers, because there's always dots in your thickers for dotting I's and periods and such like in your punctuation, and I have a set of semi-orange thickers, and that gives me a few of those little dots just to finish out U. And so let's take a close-up of our page here. Got every moment there. and the rest on a bunch of different fonts. We got tons of fonts on this for the challenge today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, I hope you will like it on YouTube. I think that helps it advance my channel. And if you'd like to see more of my projects, you visit my blog. You'll find the address on your screen. And thank you so much for watching.